We also love Jesus. In fact, if you do not love Jesus, if you don't believe in Jesus, you cannot be a Muslim. And it's interesting that you can be a Jew without believing in Isa alayhi salam, Jesus. You can be a Christian by believing in Jesus and Moses and Musa, but you cannot be a Muslim unless you believe in all of them. So we actually are more encompassing. We believe in Musa, Moses, we believe in Jesus, Isa, and we also believe in Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And importantly, we do not differentiate. In other words, we accept all of them as prophets. Yes, we believe the Prophet ﷺ is the greatest of all prophets. However, we love them equally, such that if you did not love Isa, or if you did not believe in him, then, or you rejected him, you could no longer be a Muslim. It's a very important for us to point out that Isa's mother, Maryam, alayhi salam, that she, every time you look at a depiction of Maryam, or even in the statues, she's always wearing a hijab. Right? So this hijab that they all seem to have a problem with, you say, look at Maryam, look at every picture of Maryam and she's covered up. So this is something that's not exclusive. Although we accept that he had a miraculous birth, that does not mean he's the son of God. Okay? Because they say, well, if he didn't have a father, obviously the father is God. And we say no, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, if anybody had more right to be God's son, it would have been Adam. Because Adam has no mother or father. Isa alayhi salam at least had a mother. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, Inna mathli Isa indallahi ka mathli Adam. Khalaqahu min turab. That the example of Isa for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is like the example of Adam. He created him from earth. ثُمَّ قَالَ لَهُ كُن فَيَكُونَ. Then he said to him, be, and so he was. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us in the Quran, Surah Al-Imran, that just because he doesn't have a father doesn't automatically mean that he's the son of God. Adam alayhi salam had more right to do so, because he had no mother or father. So we do not believe he is the son of God, we do not believe he's part of God, we don't believe anything that. We believe he is a prophet. We believe he's one of the greatest souls to have walked the earth. We love him. However, we differentiate between him and God. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has his own ranking, and the prophets have their own rankings. We do believe on all the miracles, such as he spoke from the cradle as a baby. We know, and Surah Maryam tells us that he spoke from the cradle. We also believe, like the Christians, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Isa alayhi salam the power to heal the sick. Okay, he was given this, but we believe that was something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him. Just like he gave lots of prophets miracles, such as Musa, he was given certain miracles, the Prophet ﷺ, and so on. So just because he was given miracles does not make him godly or divine. Everything was given to him through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Remember when the cartoons were drawn about the Prophet ﷺ, and a lot of people thought, oh, their prophet has been insulted. So they associate Muhammad ﷺ with the Muslims, and as if Jesus is their prophet or their figure. And we have to make a correction here that no, yes, the Prophet ﷺ is our prophet, so is Jesus, so is Moses, so is Isa, and so is Musa. In fact, a scholar said, he said, why is there no mosque in Britain called Masjid Isa, the mosque of Jesus? Because you have mosque of Abu Bakr, mosque of Umar, mosque of Ali. Why don't you have a mosque called the Mosque of Jesus? So that people will realize that Jesus is also a fundamental part of our deen. It's also important that when people were like outraged about these cartoons and outraged that if anyone tried to act the Prophet ﷺ in a film, what about all the films made about Isa alayhi salam? What about all the mockery that's taken out of Jesus? Have we ever got angry about that? Have we ever made a protest about that? Why not? Is he not our prophet? Don't we love him? Don't we have the same respect? So that's something for us to think about.